This video shows you the top 9 things you must do in Phu Quoc Vietnam. But don't take notes, just click more information below this video for the interactive Google map of this tour and links to everything fun and cheap in Phu Quoc and 50 other retire early cheap destinations, plus a free ebook, How to Fire Your Boss and Travel the World. So this Din Cao temple is a temple honoring Cao, the god of the sea, who fishermen and their families pray to. Phu Quoc Night Market.
Phu Quoc Night Market. You can see from upstairs. No.
No.
Aha. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello, you are driving now.
I was looking for the soy, the salty one. Do you have only salt? I don't know. Yeah. Oh. Oh, this is salt. This one? Oh, it's covered with the sweet. Okay. I should come here and eat this.
Had enough of that fancy pants Italian birthday dinner last night. She's like, I want to eat some fish at the night market. So, so this is the day market. It's like a 4-block area like this. Fruits and vegetables, nuts, grains. It's all here. It's all fresh. when you're driving around Phu Quoc, along the road, you'll see these very tall, skinny plants. And you might wonder what they are. And they're perfectly manicured, perfect rows. And they're a couple meters high, 2 to 3 meters high. And they're everywhere. And they are pepper. A lot of pepper is grown here in this part of Vietnam and in this part of Cambodia. And so that's what these plants are. Anyway, this is what a black pepper looks like. You dry it out, crack it, and you're in business. The best pepper in the world is said to come to from this part of Vietnam and from Cambodia. So that's the story. Once it's dried and cracked and ground, then it turns into what you're used to seeing. Chun Hoi just found a basket of this stuff. It's kind of hard to imagine that ends up on your tabletop. Looks like green little small peas or something. So this is Sao Beach. It's the most famous beach in Phu Quoc. And we decided to come early in the morning because we heard it's mobbed later in the day. It's white sand, just like advertised. It's the lightest sand I think I've seen in Vietnam. You have to go to maybe Thailand or the Caribbean to see sand this color. Lots of goofy things here you can rent if you have the kids with you, or you just want to go paddling out. We had a major rainstorm here in Phu Quoc last night, so the ocean's fairly rough today. I don't think if you were here today, you might not want to go take one of these paddle boats out. It might be a bit of an adventure. I know some of you are kayakers. They've got the double seat kayak here and single. So this is the Coconut Tree Prison. It's where North Vietnamese or communist prisoners were taken during the Vietnam War. This prison was actually built during the French Vietnam War, when Vietnam was trying to win its independence from France, and eventually did. And then Japan took over for a little during World War II, and then the French came back and tried to reestablish the colony, and eventually were unable to. And then the US came to try to stop the spread of communism, as they said. And this is the prison was expanded at that time, and this is where the South Vietnamese took the North Vietnamese prisoners in this prison that was expanded by the Americans. And the Red Cross visited here during the Vietnam War and said that the Geneva Convention was not being followed. They were actually murdering prisoners. They were torturing. They were beating them to death. And even the U.S. ambassador to the embassy in Ho Chi Minh or Saigon at the time came down and confirmed that. And so anyway, I think it's important to remember our mistakes. I wanted to come down here and see this. As you know, there's a lot of upset about how the Americans were treated in the Hanoi Hilton, and rightfully so. Both sides were breaking the Geneva Convention, and that's why John McCain was such a advocate for treating prisoners humanely, because he was one himself, and he knew what happened in Vietnam. So you have to go see the Phu Quoc cable car while you're here. We made a separate video of this. It was so interesting to us. So just click the link below this YouTube video, come to the web page and click the video for the Phu Quoc cable car. So I wanted to see a real traditional fisherman's harbor. And there's this public one that's free. So make sure you come to the one I have on the map. You're only going to save 50 cents by coming here. But the other one's all cleaned up. It's not the real deal. Just the boats are stored over there. This is actually where the fish comes in, and the actual boats that are coming in from sea.
Hello.
Hi. Oh. Pretty cool stuff. That's an authentic Vietnamese fishing boat right there. And they come in different sizes. You've also seen don't worry, they clean the fish before they put it on your plate, and then they cook it. I haven't gotten sick once in Vietnam, so they're doing whatever they're doing right. Amazing! But I think there's 21 total little tiny islands around Phu Quoc. You can see a couple of them out here. I haven't priced these boats to take them out for the day. We're just going to ride the cable car down to the bottom island, to one of the larger islands at the bottom. There's a cable car we'll be taking and showing you. When you exit the Buddhist temple or pagoda we just showed you, if you make a left and just go down, or walk even down a little street, you'll see all these boats and this little harbor here. This is about as Vietnam as it gets for a fishing town. This is what it would have looked like 50 years ago, other than maybe a couple of the new buildings there. This is traditional Vietnam, like it has been for hundreds of years. Some newer boats here, of course, but out to see the green fleet out there, that's the fishing boats. Very cool. This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, could you please like it, subscribe, or comment? any of those things would help our business, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much. We write reports about the best places in the world to retire cheap. Come on over to Vagabond Buddha and check us out. Just click the link below this video. Come to Vagabond Buddha, see what the sort of services and prices we have. Thanks so much.